Hi, this is Michael on YouTube Guitar Tutorials on YouTube. This is a continuation of the Out of Control tutorial. We just covered the solo, and now we're going to cover what I call the bridge. It's a long bridge, and a lot of people, including myself, I kind of didn't like this because you had to memorize all these notes. Certainly, if you're a good lead guitarist, which I am not, you can just play within the scale. It doesn't have to be perfect, and Edge does change this up quite a bit, and they also lengthen this bridge and shorten it depending on the song. It's shorter, and it's a very long version in Slain, and that's the one I played. But I will take you through what I believe to be are all the right notes for Slain. It's the long version. I think I got them all, if not 100%, very, very close. But I do play them in different hand positions. So you will see Edge. You might watch the way I play and go, well, I'm not playing it like Edge, and that is true. I'm not playing it like Edge. I'm playing the same notes as Edge. But as you know, there are some of the same notes on one string. You can find the same notes on a different fret on another. So Edge sometimes like to slide up and down the strings. I like to stay in the same hand position whenever possible. But I'll take you through every single note of this. Some of it is repeated, some of it is not. Some of it is very subtle change-up that Edge does, so this part gets a little boring. It doesn't sound right if you keep repeating the same thing over and over. But I will show you where those subtleties are, and then you can play it however you're comfortable. Let's go through first main part of the riff, which is starts up here on the 7th and 5th. Now I'm going to be in fifth position on the 5th fret. Now we just came out of this. We came out of the solo, and then we went into this. And then you're going to move right here, and the first part we're going to play is this. Okay, and what is that? That's everything here is on the A and the E string on the 7th and 5th fret. Okay, I'm going to start here on the 7th on the A string. Lift to the 5th on the A string. And most of these, I think, pretty much everything are 3 notes at a time. And that's on the 7th on the E string. And then go back to the A on the 7th. And there are some double notes in there, I think. I don't even think about it when I play it, so. And what you're doing also, very important, he's muting. So get that palm right on that bridge, and not open. It's palming and playing. So underneath my hand there, I'm muting the string right off the bridge. Okay, and you can get a feel for how many times you hit the strings. So, there you go. I think you can see that pretty well. Okay, that's the first part. And then after that, we're going to go from there to this next part. Okay, so let me play both parts so you can hear them. between those, he's going to play these harmonics on the 7th fret, and it's the E, B, G, D. So. And then what was that? I'm playing here on the 4th fret on the D, and then I'm playing on the 7th fret on the A, and then the 5th fret on the A, and then back to the 4th on the D, and then back, so again. Let me just play the single notes now, okay, from the beginning. That's simple. Now here, starting on the D on the 4th, and then go up to the A. So we have it's an easier way to learn it. You can always do the strokes later. And then, and now here. And the reason I like to end here is because I like to do, he does the harmonics a second time right after that on the 7th fret. And then we move down here. Now you're going to move from essentially 5th position, okay, where we went. And now move down here. D on the 9th fret. And you're going to go D on the 9th. And then you're going to do A on the 12th, and then A on the 10th, A on the 9th. Let me get this again. Give me a second. And then E on the 12th. Okay, so it's D on the 9th, 12th A, 10th A, 9th A, and then E string 12, back to the A on the 9th, then A on the 10th, and then back to A on the 9th, and then E on the 10th. Okay, there you go. So it sounds like this. And I think there's one in there with a double. I might have it wrong. I always just play it naturally. I can't figure out what I'm doing. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so there's two notes with 2 strokes. 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there's 2 notes with 2 strings. Up here, if we did that, there it is. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there is 2 notes with 2 strokes. Okay. Same thing down here. 2 notes with 2 strokes. Everything else is 3 strokes. So what do we have so far? We're here on the 5th and 7th fret. Harmonic. Then here, A 4th fret, right? notice these were the two double notes. That's all on the D string. And then we came down here on the 10th. And then play the harmonics on the 12th. And then come all the way back and play the same thing at the beginning. The same pattern. Harmonics again, 7th fret. So now we've come full circle. Okay, and then let me back up so you can see the whole thing. There we go. And it goes like this. Sorry. Back to the beginning. Now, repeat what we already did, same way. Then back down here. So we've done that twice now, then back to the beginning. And this is where Edge changes it up. So let's zoom in. Whereas before we went these notes, I'm going to play single notes. Now he's going to change it up, and he's going to play the following. Instead of starting here on the, he's going to play the same scale, but instead of starting on the D 4th fret, you're going to start on the A 9th fret, 7th fret, and it's going to sound like this. I'm going to play it again just so you can get the feel for it. Same scale, same notes, just a different order. Before he did this. Now we're going to do this. So before the notes were, I'll play it here. That was the first two times. On the third time, though, we go through this, we're going to do it this way. Start on the A 7th, A 5th, D 4th, back to A 5th, A 7, and then skip to D 4, D 5, D 7. So it's going to be very subtle change up. Okay, so before it sounded like this. Now it's going to sound like this. Last time, I'm going to do it. So, the third time we're coming into this round, this repeat of the bridge, we're coming the third time around. Then you're going to do it this way. Then go back down to here, which we've already learned. Same thing. That's the same. And then go back up to here. So, 3 full times. we're going to do this, and here's where we are, and then we have some more to do down here, but let me just get through this part first. So here's what we've got. Same things last time. Now different. Top of the bridge again. There we go. So that's 3 times, but the third time he did change this one riff up. He changed it from 2 okay. Now, after you've done that 3 times and ended here, you're going to come down here. So the next part, after you've done that 3 times, is going to start on the 12th fret. I like to use my pinky. 12th E string. And it's going to sound like this. One more time. That's kind of single note version. Again. So that is E on the 12, E on the 10, 9 on the A, E on the 10, E on the 12, A on the 9, and then E on the 10. Slow, one more time. Zooming in, here it is. And it ends up sounding like this. So you go from the E to the A, then back to the E on the 10, then the E on the 12, and then go back to the A on the 9. So, and you only do that once, okay? And hit the harmonics. Sometimes Edge, I think, only hits the E, B, G. But I like hitting all 4. I hit E, B, G, D. And then, these are all going to be a lot of repeats, and it's pretty simple. Again, this is just the first time to this part of the song. You're going to start on the 12. Now you're going to start on the 10. Let me see if I got that right. So that's right. The second time you're going to start on the 10th and go to on the E, go to the 12th on the E, then go to the A9, and then go to the 12th E, A9, E12, and then go to E10. So it sounds like this. So the two together start with the first start on the 12th. Then start on the 10th. Do the harmonic. Then start on the 10th. And you're going to repeat that a few times. I forget how many. So it sounds like this. And then, when you come out of that set of repeats of that little riff, you're going to do the following. So let me play this slow. I'm going to do 2 repeats of this verse, this lick that we just learned, and then I'm going to do that last one. So it goes like this. One more time. Here we go. I might have hit one string off there, one too many strikes of the string, but here's what it sounds like when it's fast. Slower. That's the Slane version. He doesn't do that all the time on all the other songs. So, if we're after this, in the middle, after 3 times repeating up and down here, we come to here and we start with the 12th. Play that once. That was, that was, play that once, and then you're going to do, and then play the harmonics, then start on the 10th. You're going to do that one a few times as Bono is talking. And then finally, or do that again. And that is the entire bridge. Okay, I'm going to zoom in here and review the notes to the bridge. Let's do this, and I'm going to just play each note so you can see the position of it. Okay, I'm not going to do the strumming, the few notes at a time. I'm just going to hit the note. So the bridge goes like this. Then back up here. And then you repeat that, okay? Play a little faster. back here to the beginning. Now, that's twice. On the third time, you're going to play this riff up here a little different. At least Edge changed it up in slaying. And instead of starting here and going, instead of doing that, he started here and did this. Okay, so that was. And then back here. And then to the beginning. So now we've done it 3 times. And after that, so 1, 2, and on the third time we changed this one little pattern here. And then we come down here and we do the following, starting on, I believe, 12. Okay, that was. And you only do that once. And then you don't start on 12, you start on 10 and you do this. And he repeats that several times. All right. And then finally, and then the harmonics are in all of these. And then finally we have this. And when we put that all together and muffle those strings on the bridge right here, we get this. So that finishes up the bridge. I think I've gone through all the main notes, and we'll next go into the chords right after the bridge that goes into the outro of the song. So we will cover that in the next video. Thanks for watching.